Welcome back to Pledge for Pets. Now, even though there are many programs and ways the Humane Society of Southern Arizona helps the animals in our community, the one they're probably most known for is, of course, finding forever homes for homeless pets.
These animals looking for loving homes come to the Humane Society in different ways, but their goal for a great home is all the same.
So Diana Cannon and Andrea Mitchell are back with us to introduce us to one of those dogs that might be your next family member. Andrea, who's this nugget that you have here?
Oh, this is Caballo, and she has just made herself at home. She's doing that cute little frog leg, yes, where her back legs are just sprawled out. That floor probably feels good. She just went for a walk right before this. Caballo is a 4-year-old pit bull mix, and she has been in our care since March, which is one of the longest. She's one of our longest residents in our shelter. Caballo came into our care and she needed a little bit of extra love, a little extra TLC. We're so lucky to be able to provide that for her. She actually had to go to an orthopedic specialist for her back hip. And also, if Caballo stands up, she's got the telltale signs of being quite a mama dog. And, you know, that is part of what we do. We get these dogs as healthy as they can be. We spay or neuter them. We make sure they're up to date on their vaccinations, and then we're able to get them out on the adoption floor. Of course, in some cases, like Caballo's, her story just took a little bit of extra time, but that doesn't mean that we were ever going to give up on her. Look at her. She needs a home so badly, and so I thought that she would be a perfect example of the dog to bring today to sort of represent what we do for the homeless pets in our community. We pulled Caballo from a shelter knowing that she had these issues, and we did it anyways because that's what it's all about, right?
Now, you get to bring a lot of adoptable pets on the show. Do you have a particular story that's really close to your heart?
I do. I have a really special story. You weren't here, so you didn't ever meet Red, but I brought Red on the morning blend a couple of times, and I think after the second time bringing him, I said, you know, I'm not bringing any other dogs until someone comes and adopts this dog. Like, sorry, this dog is so special. He needs a home. We're showing some pictures on the screen now, and he was the most handsome, awkward little dog that I'd ever known. And so I took him out for a weekend through our FAST program, finding adopters on the streets of Tucson. And he met so many people, and he had such a great time getting out of the shelter. And so bringing him back to the shelter the next Monday, I was just in tears. I couldn't believe that I was putting this dog back in a kennel and that nobody wanted him, and it was breaking my heart. And it was probably 4:55 p.m. and this wonderful woman, Frances, walked in and she said, I'm looking for a dog named Red.
Oh.
My son-in-law, Gabe, met him this weekend out downtown, and he should be my dog. Oh my gosh, I flew out of my office. I was like, thank you, someone is here. And then that last picture, that's him in his beautiful home. And you know, that was another dog who was in our care for months and months, and people walked past him every day in his kennels and nobody wanted him. And it just took a little extra effort, you know, and we did it. And we found him a home, and we found him the perfect home. And I couldn't be more thankful for Francis walking in right in time so he didn't have to spend one more night in the shelter. And it was really special. It was great.
Can I just tell everybody at home right now going into this segment, Andrea said, I'm going to try to tell the story without crying, and you did a great job. But
you did.
That just shows the passion that you guys have for finding these pets. First off, thank you, Francis, for coming in and getting Red, because it was a special spot, and you're right. These dogs that are in there for such a long time, you just can't wait for that right match to walk in.
Exactly.
And I did mention that, you know, the Humane Society does so much. This, I think, is the one that everybody kind of know. You think Humane Society, you think you go there, you find an adoptable pet. But Diana, you guys do so much. You guys actually have really 3 pillars of what you really want to do for the community. Kind of break those down.
Well, of course, as you said, shelter and placement is what most of the community knows us for, but we also have a very robust education and outreach program, and then also our prevention program. And today our focus is going to be on our prevention program, because it is so important for our community and for the animals in our community.
Now, if anybody's watching and they're thinking, okay, I want to adopt a dog, first I want to point out that they know that the dogs are in great hands with you guys. That's fantastic to know that they're already loved from the get-go.
Right.
But if they're saying, okay, maybe I will not skip my latte this month and make a donation, where does the money go when it comes to the organization? How does the pledge money help?
That's a good question. We estimate it takes about $952 on average per animal in our care. Because remember, when an animal comes into us, it's not just a matter of, oh, let's take a look at them and put them in a kennel. We make sure that they have vaccinations. We make sure that they're spayed and neutered. We have an analysis done on their behavior so that because many times we don't have any information. Yeah. We don't know, does the animal get along well in a home with other pets? Does it get along well with children? So we take the time to do that. We do a welfare check on them. Do they need to have dental care? In her case, she needed to have some extra care done. So we make sure all of that is done, and we can only do that through the support of the community.
And it's cool because all of this that you're talking about, people know they can trust that they're getting a well-rounded dog. Like you just said, all of these things you make sure to take care of before the dog is released to a happy home. That's fantastic.
You know what? Our goal is that we want them to find their forever home. And the key here is it's forever.
Yeah.
We want them to stay in that home. That is their place. That is where their love is. We don't want to see them coming back because maybe we missed a behavior that we could have easily put them through canine college and corrected that behavior.
Hi, honey.
I could bet you all show.
I know.
Oh my goodness. And of course, you're almost an organization that you wish you wouldn't have to be around, that there wasn't homeless pets or there was,
Oh, we'd love to be out of business.
I would love it.
That's what I'm saying. We want to be able to, like you said, the prevention, we want all of that. Now, none of that can happen without these dollars. So we, of course, want everyone to donate.
Right.
Yes, please. Your pledge for pets helps homeless animals just like this one while they wait for their new family. Make a donation now. Call 881-7401. That's 881-7401. Or you can go online, HSSAZ.org. And remember, with your donation of $10 or more, you'll get the Humane Society cell phone wallet.